going on, everyone? Welcome to another edition of 276 Speak Up. Big C the Chef, Chris Cunningham, and some of you. We have Mr. Demetrius with us, Taquita and Aisha. Everybody's here. What's going on, y'all?
What's up, y'all? What's going on?
Going on? What's going on?
What's up? What's up?
All right. So, how have you all been since the last episode? Yeah, good. Everybody good?
Yeah, pretty much, pretty much. This could be
What's up?
expected.
Anybody hearing anything on the floor? What? Yeah, anybody get any feedback? Any complaints? Anybody coming to y'all with any concerns or anything?
Just a
Yeah.
bunch of confusion. A bunch of people that's confused, not understanding the direction of the UAW, which is making us look weak.
Yeah.
People really just want to know what happened at the meeting.
Okay.
And then
Well,
I'm seeing a lot of talk about the election committee that I'm a part of. I actually had to leave the meeting because I had to go to work that night, like a lot of other of us had to. So I definitely want someone to speak on that. I guess when someone went up and spoke about the upcoming election or whatever, or the comments, concerns maybe that they had, I'm not sure about that. So I need to get up to
okay.
speed on that.
All right. Well, we got somebody here with us who can get us speaking on some of that, and we might as well bring him in right now. Brother Keith Crowell, aka Kibo Shahid. What's going on, brother?
What's up, bro?
Hey, well, you got a full house.
What's
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 going
up?
on? What's going on,
going
D?
on?
How's
Good. How
everybody?
are you?
Secluded? I'm good. Hanging on like a hug in the fast lane. Getting back into the swing of things.
All right.
Definitely prayers in your way. Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you. I
Thank
appreciate it. I
you.
appreciate it.
All right. So I know you're on your lunch, brother. So we will get right into it.
Mhm.
What's been going on? Let's not pussyfoot and beat around the bush. Let's just get down to the nitty gritty because I know some people got questions and they gonna want answers. So what's up?
Well,
What's going on?
well, first and foremost, I want to give all praise to be to Allah. I really got it. I really need to lean on my faith a whole lot more than what I've been. I got off my square a little bit and let anger take a great hold of me. But I feel like a serious injustice has happened to me. I don't like what's happening. I went to the union meeting. I heard what had to be said as to the reason that I was removed, and I'm not satisfied. I'm not satisfied with the answer because it's too general, too wide open, and there's nothing there. There's no there. I think I wholeheartedly believe that this is a political move because of the things that arise with the Sheila Collins situation, and to silence everything, to silence everyone. They just moved me out, believing that if they removed me, maybe people will slow down with the calls, or maybe Sheila will stop with the threats. And here's the thing about the Sheila Collins situation is that I didn't ask for this with Sheila Collins. I've been dealing with Sheila Collins for years. All right. These letters that's on the floor, that ain't nothing new to me. All right. This me dealing with her husband, that ain't nothing new to me. Been dealing with that man. Been with the threats. The problem comes when they call up north with the threats, and then they gave me an order to execute. I'm on administratorship. I have to execute those orders.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying? And then when it's realized that you really can't do nothing with Sheila Collins, now everybody's sitting up there looking around like, what we do? Well, I was the one on the front line. You tell me that she can't come on the property, I gotta enforce that. You tell me I gotta call the police, I gotta enforce that. I gotta do that. I followed your orders. All right. When she bid back, your way to fix this, we move Kiva out the way, maybe it goes away. That's my opinion. I'm not saying that's fact. That's my opinion. This is what it looks like to me. Um, as I I'm just I can't believe I can't believe this happened because I know that I walked everything down. I did everything according to the bylaw that I'm sworn to uphold. I did everything by Constitution and whatever orders that was given to me, I did it. So to say that there was an investigation, that's another thing that baffled me. There's an investigation, and as a result of the investigation, you removed me. But how was the investigation? You never asked me for a statement. You never asked my side of the story. You never gave me an opportunity to speak on my behalf. But yet I was a part of the investigation I knew nothing about. And then y'all gotta forgive me for just I'm just
Nah,
getting
you're supposed
along,
to do what
man.
you do. Do what you do.
And then at the union meeting, he says, "Well, Keith, you you know what the investigation about. You called it."
Yeah, I heard him say that.
And I I felt like I'm thinking like, what is he talking about? I and it and then it dawned on me. I called one investigation. Pauline Mims got up and told a blatant lie on me in a news. I mean, in a in a union meeting. It's on record. In a union meeting when International came down about the oh about the administratorship. Y'all remember at the union meeting how everybody want to get up and try and throw me under the bus for whatever reason? All right. So Pauline took her opportunity to go up there to say, yeah, well, Keith harasses the staff.
Yeah.
He, he harasses his staff, and I witnessed it. I seen it. I'm like, whoa. So I didn't say nothing. I didn't react at the time. I just wanted to make sure that I got it. I got it in the minutes. And when I got the minutes, it was in the minutes. So I asked Daryl, I want an investigation done on this because I'm going to
Right.
protect me, and I need to know that I need that information. Wherever you find in that investigation, I need to know, what's going on with it. So he did his investigation. He came, he talked to him. Nothing came out of it. Because I asked him, well, what's the outcome? He said that dog don't hunt. That was that dog don't hunt. Don't worry about it. Okay, but it never gave me nothing physical. That's the only investigation I asked him to intervene in. Oh, there's another one. There's two investigations I've asked him to intervene in. The accusations of the letters that the accusation of the letters about the 30,000 that he keeps saying that I stole, and I asked him to intervene and do your investigation so y'all know that I did not steal no money at all and report it out. He told me that your financial secretary should let them know that you didn't do that and so on and so forth. We know you didn't do it. Yeah, okay. But that was no there and that investigation about the bylaws when I asked to do an audit of the bylaws. Other than that, there is no investigation. There was no investigation I asked.
So
Mhm.
basically, there was
And
nothing.
that
If
and
nothing was found, like nobody can point to nothing and say he was guilty of this right here,
Well,
right?
at the meeting, for the people that came to the meeting, when Daryl Shepard was asked for the reasoning behind Keith being set down and Frank being set down, he gave the answer of complaint, phone call, and an investigation. So everybody, we people formed a line, got to the mic, and asked, "Well, what was the investigation about?" Keith asked, "What was the investigation about?" And to me, like I got up to the mic and said, "I'm a union paying member. I use my constitutional right to vote. I voted this man in office. I have a right to know why he was shut down. Now you are our serviceman rep. You claim you came to the union meeting to give us answers, but we left there the same way we came with no answers because when we asked him, he told us call region. So I'm telling everybody right now on this podcast, my name Aisha Sherman, and I'm telling y'all, call Region 8, Tennessee. I'm gonna post the number on local 276 United page, and I'm gonna post it on the underground page. He said call them and ask why Keith was let go, and he was told verbatim by region not to give any more information besides what he gave. And if we want more answers to call them, I suggest everybody call Region 8.
yeah, that I I feel that this is a gross injustice. I can't believe that the union I can't believe that the union would do that. I can't. I can't. I can't. And I wholeheartedly feel like this is a political. And if I was wrong with anything, some of you guys, y'all know me. I stand on it. I ain't got no problem. I have no problem admitting when I'm wrong. I have no problem admitting when I was in error. But I know I did everything by the book. I know I
And
did. And then and that was the problem because I did things by the book. People didn't like it. That was a lot of complaints. You got people making themselves more important than what they are and feel entitled to go on every trip that's supposed to be there or whatever, and kind of find out a lot of that was lies and innuendos. And no, we're not gonna spend the membership money on it to set your money to get you a jettison life. No, we're not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that. Now, I give you just due. You know what I mean? If you're supposed to be somewhere, I'm gonna make sure you get to where you're supposed to be. But if you get somebody to just tag along because somebody keep coming want to come to the e-board meeting and put your name on the list and put your name on the list, I'm gonna have a problem with that. We losing $100,000 a month for the last 6 months since we've been in administratorship. We've been losing over $100,000. We bring in 430,000 a year. We spend about five. How do you do that? Who runs a house like that? How do you function like that?
well, I have a
And
question.
I'm gonna tell you another thing that bothered me yesterday. That yeah, it's the membership that makes the final decision. But you guys elected us to make these decisions. You guys elected us to make financial decisions, not to come and add on the names, not to come to increase names, not to come to spend more money than what we brought in. There got to be some accountability here. This got to be, and it's getting out of hand. And I don't know what accounting principles, who learned how to add, who learned how to do math, or wherever they got it from, that it's okay just to blow money. And you don't even have a budget. We can't even set a budget. We can't even buy a new hall because we blowing through conferences. We spend, y'all know what a controllable are? Y'all know what controllable expenses are?
Mhm.
Okay. Our controllable expenses are way out of hand. Everything else is fixed, stuff we have to pay. We got to pay the taxes. We have to pay international per capita. We have to pay the region their council dues. Their dues. There's things that we have to pay. But the controllables, lost wages, airplane tickets, hotels, travel, transportation back and forth, per diems. Those are things we could pretty much control. And we can't control that. And if we want to waste money, that it's hard for me to say let's just waste money. If you know me, a lot of people know I'm a miser. I like, but if we're going to spend money, let's spend money for the majority to enjoy it. Not to waste money on these select few that keep taking these conferences, keep going to these places, and I'm not getting no help from nobody. And now that I understand what's going on here, to me, there's a conflict of interest with the region because we paying $800, $900 for registration. That's another one. $800 for one person for registration. We seeing 20, 30 people. Come on, man. But I'm the one you move out of office. I'm telling you what my expenses are. As the administrator, this is your responsibility. This is Daryl Shepard's responsibility. This is Tim Smith's responsibility. This is George's responsibility. They're supposed to know what's going on with our local financially. They do nothing. They said nothing. Now you take 2024 and look at 2025. There's a stark difference. 2024 is all me. It's all me. 2025, February 19th, they took over administration. There's a difference. There's a difference.
So
Allahu Akbar.
where do we see those records just go over and ask
You,
for they public?
you have a right to ask for your records. You're entitled to see that. You can pull up LM2. You can go ask Kim to see the LM2. Anybody can go over there and ask for it. That's best call to make an appointment so that they can be prepared for it. But yeah, you're entitled to see it.
Okay.
You can pull the LM2s up on your own. Like you can I have done it. Pull them up and print them myself. It's a number. What's that code? What's that number we need, Keith, when we go to pull the LM2s up? It's a number you have to put in there though.
I don't know that number by heart.
Well, you probably can call the union hall and get the number, but it's a number they ask you for our local. Because they have all the locals on there. So you have to it's a number that you have to put in to get our locals LM2s, I think it is.
So, hey, well, let me ask you a question. What's next for you? Like, what's your What's your plan about? What's next for you? All this has been done. So what's next for you?
Well, I'm planning. Well, I'm definitely planning on appealing, but I know that this is going to be a matter that has. I know this is going to be a matter that's going to have to happen outside the UAW. So, long story short, I'm getting my money together.
Mhm.
I, I, it's it's one thing. It's one thing that if I did something wrong, then I can lay down and take it. But when you take something from me and just take that shit, just took that shit from me because you can, I'm not that kind of guy, man. I'm not. No, no. We gonna take this to the max. A lot of my witness, we taking this to the max.
Well, you got a lot of the membership that's got your back and that stands with you, stands in solidarity with you, supports you. My question
Appreciate
is,
it.
you running next year?
Yeah, they took this from me for no reason.
Right. So,
Hell yeah, I'm running next year.
Clear.
other than
Right.
calling Region 8, is there anything else that members can do? Can they get a petition going or anything? Would a petition
Yeah.
do anything?
I don't think it's a good idea for people. Look, people gonna do what it is that they want to do. I've talked to people out here on the floor. These people, listen, it's people that's talking about quitting, and that's I'm not gonna encourage nobody to get out the union. You know what I'm saying? Because
We don't have to vote without the union. We need the union.
yeah, we don't need people to pull out the union because for you to make a change, you got to have voting power. Before you have voting power, you got to be in the union. So I don't recommend that. And I'm hearing there's a lot of different people out there, and I know that everybody don't think I'm behind all this, but I'm not at all. I'm just trying to get my appeal together. But there's a lot of ideas that's circulating out there on the floor, and I want to say something to the membership. I appreciate the overwhelming support you guys are giving me. I don't know. I wouldn't expect it. I wouldn't expect it, but it's good to know that somebody got my back.
I told you
It's
you got
good to
more
know
people
that.
behind you than against you. You just
Yeah,
you got a lot of support. You got a lot of
yeah,
support.
and I
Yeah.
appreciate that very much. So
People
I do.
don't like change, and then there are some that do like change, and those that do like change are behind you 100% because they've seen the change since you've been in office.
Good stuff. I know. I know. My goal was to it was to have an all inclusive local. I sent a lot of new people. I've sent a lot of new people to a lot of different black lakes to these conferences. People that's never been involved in the union, been trying to get involved in the union. To me, for my time since I've been here, this is the first time I've seen this many new people going anywhere.
Yeah.
And
And
that's what this is supposed to be about. And we need to open up even more where we can have more activities. We need to open it up more. We have a union hall. I don't get this mentality about the select few. And it's no secret. Yes, it is a clique. Yes, it is coveted. And y'all and people, y'all not no damn fool. Y'all see it. Y'all know it. Y'all said it in the union meeting. Y'all called him out on it. Y'all told that man just exactly what it is. And then everybody want to act like they
He
don't
didn't
see
want
it.
to hear
Everybody
it
want to act
though.
like they don't know.
He
Say
didn't
what?
want to hear it though. He didn't want to hear it. He didn't want to see it. He don't believe. He say he's there, and he's our servicing rep. I'm speaking on Daryl Shepard. He say he's there. He's present. So if you present and you there, you see the bullshit. A
Yeah.
blind man can see the bullshit, but you
yeah,
accepting the bullshit. To me, if you accepting the bullshit, you part of the bullshit, which means you're part of the problem. If you ain't
And
part of the
I'm not
solution, you're part of the problem.
and I don't mind people having their alliances. I don't mind people having their alliances. That's just the system. That's the way it go. But when you have these alliances and you purposely block people out from participating, I got a problem with that. You purposely you've been on every conference there is doing the same thing and you haven't done nothing for the union. You don't do anything for the union. I got a problem with that. There are and let me say this loud. There are standing committee cheer people, chairmen, chairwomen, they don't do a damn thing. But when the conference come out, they own that motherfucker. Come on, man.
Yep.
Come on.
Can
People,
we
any,
can we speak
I
real
think
quick about the bylaws?
about is
Can we
get
speak?
Yeah.
So my thing is this. My thing is this. Okay, our union was taken because of the bylaws. We was not up to date with the bylaws. They didn't want to vote. They didn't. We couldn't agree to vote the bylaws in, so we end up in an administrative session. Correct.
Right. Right.
So now we have these new 15 bylaws that's basically unwriting the new bylaws we just put into place. They're rewriting them to go back to the old way. The old way was too open ended. It gave too much interpretation of what you thought the bylaw meant versus what the bylaw actually really meant. So my thing is this: if the union was taken for this very reason, how are we unwriting the bylaws now? And then you got bylaws that leaves a select few and X's out over 4,000 members to run for a position.
Yeah.
But you about the
Some
membership.
right. So I'm gonna back up a little bit. When they gave us those bylaw changes, those was orders. Those bylaw changes was orders for us to change. They wasn't asking us. They wasn't asking us, can you guys do this or what you guys think about that? That was a direct order from the international president to say you got to change our bylaw. And this is what you got to change it to. Just that simple. Now, somewhere, somehow, I don't know, maybe people done made some calls or whatever. And yeah, we can change it back to that. I don't know what happened, but I know they all come in, and when they come in, they're going back to the old way. So now, are we really about to change the order that was given? That's gonna be a decision. That's something that the bylaw committee will have to figure out. They got 3 days. They got 3 days to figure it out. They got 3 days for the 15 bylaws to figure that out. And then if it does happen, it got to be the approval of the administrator. So here, let me tell you the deal with this. The administrator is responsible for everything. I'm not just saying that to say that. The PRB board said in a case about administratorships that when it comes to the finances and the local functions of the union of the local and that's on the administratorship, it's the administrator that's responsible for everything. So if the administrator allows that, then we're going in circles. We're going in circles, and I'm waiting to see how this plan out. How this pan out. 'Cause we
Keith,
still have to vote. We still have to vote.
yeah, we got a couple questions.
Okay.
Yeah.
Somebody said the first question was from Martin Davis. What is the Sheila Collins situation? And then Paul Young said people need to quit expecting those board minutes as read.
Those,
Basically, they saying stop accepting the e-board minutes as read because you accepting a lot of things into play. And then the other question was, is there some place I can find written information on these changes so I can educate myself and get caught up? That was from Martin
Okay.
Davis.
Okay, so let's walk this from the bottom to the top. Is there any way we can find that written information? Yeah, we got written information called the union minutes. And if you remember and understand, you can go over to the union hall and request those minutes. And you might want to call over and ask Yolanda Twine, who's your recording secretary, if you want a copy of the union minutes, and you should be able to get a copy. Now, as far as educating yourself on what's going on, I strongly advise you to get you a copy of the Constitution. You should be able to get one from the financial secretary or the president and get a copy of the bylaws.
Mm.
Start with those two things right there, and you probably when you come to the union meeting, once you read those three things, you probably be able to fall right in and see what's
Current
going on.
bylaws and the bylaws that they're actually trying to change them to, which that meeting happens October, where they vote on those bylaws that they read into the minutes this past meeting.
Now, don't get me wrong. There's a couple of them bylaws that good that I went through. I think I'm gonna do a live about those bylaws. 'Cause I want people to understand what it means. You know what I mean? And I think I'm a good candidate to explain that, considering that I've been in this situation. Considering I've been in this, considering I've been in this situation for with these bylaws. So I'm definitely going to explain all of that. But
Okay.
yeah,
you're 7:25.
All right. Yeah, so we're gonna get ready to wrap up with you, brother. When we know you got to get back.
Well, I still got 5 minutes. I'm going to go ahead and answer these questions. Another question was,
Okay, go ahead.
what was
Knock yourself out.
the Sheila
Oh,
College
okay.
situation? The Sheila College situation where there was apparently there was some threats made. There was her husband threats me all the time, and there was some threats made, and so they could. And then the regional didn't appreciate the threats when she called. They called and threatened their staff and so on and so forth. So they put a they barred her from coming to the union meeting. They barred her from coming onto the property. We had police to we asked the police to escort them off, and they kind of, to me, looked like it kind of backfired. So that's pretty much the Cedar College situation. What was the other question?
You just
And
said,
this was the person who wanted you to pay out of your funds the money that our local paid the hotel when we was on strike to have those meetings at, right? Just to catch one up.
Yeah,
Okay. Okay.
yeah, that's what they was trying to make me
Mhm.
do. Um, So that sit down strike was hard. That was a hard thing, and I had to think fast. We had to move
Right.
fast, and it kind of caught everybody off guard when they called us out. So I figured that we just go down the street, get the hotel to register everybody, because they International had a whole new system where they was going to do the direct deposit thing. So that it would have been a mess if we had it at the hall. Our hall is too small. We're not able to accommodate all of that and put people on the gates at the same time. So I so me and the financial secretary, I asked the finance secretary to find us a hotel. She found us a hotel. We paid it. Me being a novice at this, not making no excuses. I'm just explaining myself. I forgot the step to call to ask the e-board to do a poll for the e-board to approve those funds. I didn't do that. That was an error on my part.
Mhm.
But I did it for the membership so we can have a smooth transition. And I don't regret that decision. Yeah, I made that mistake. That mistake won't happen again. But I don't regret the decision that was made, because to me that was a smooth transition, and we
And
had a
our
good
And
hall
time.
just to be
So
accommodated
transparent,
us.
the membership voted to forgive that money. We voted on it at a union meeting that we understood the situation. You understood what you messed up at. You took accountability, and the membership
yeah,
voted to forgive that money.
yeah,
Mhm.
I should have closed the chapter
right.
on it, but it didn't.
Yeah, and the vote passed. And Jim Roberts made that
Mhm.
motion to be forgiven
Yes.
for that.
all right.
All right.
All right, well,
Thank
brother, we
you
appreciate you
all.
for joining us. Appreciate
You're
you for
all
joining with us.
welcome.
And you're welcome back.
I'm a fast 30
Hey,
Right.
minutes.
We
Keith,
went
don't forget
through
to
it.
get
We
with
got
me about
through it.
that phone call, man.
There's a lot more stuff. They want.
Okay,
They can come
I
on
got you.
back. Just let us know
Yeah,
when.
we would like to have you come back when we have more time, where we all can sit and do, one. We wanted to let you come on and kind of give you a voice as to piggyback off the union meet, because we know it was a limited time. You couldn't really get everything you wanted to say out, and we kind of felt like we was
Oh, I
still
appreciate it.
left with no answer. So
Right.
And I feel like you still got a
Right,
lot left in
right.
the tank to say. You was trying to get it
yeah,
all in, man, but
Yeah.
we'll have you back.
I was I was railroaded.
you damn sure would.
Right.
Yeah.
I was railroaded. All right. Y'all
All
have a
right.
good night. Man,
Okay,
appreciate you.
All
And
bye.
right.
All right. Bye.
All right. And there you have it.
I don't think it was any more questions from the audience, if I'm not mistaken.
All right. Yeah. Is there anything else anybody wants to address?
Yes.
What's that?
I want the membership to understand the importance of coming to that October meeting. If you don't know what the bylaws that are trying to vote in are, go to the union hall, request a copy of them bylaws, um, and read them. Get a copy of the current bylaws, and get a copy of the ones that they're trying to put in place. Or you can just get a copy of the ones they're trying to put in place, because they have the current language and then they have language they're trying to change it to. But people need to come out to that meeting and vote. No matter which way you vote, whatever you feel the way you want to vote, just come out and vote.
Right.
That's your
Now,
constitutional right to come out and vote.
I will say this because I know we did a lot of pushing. I know I made a few posts and everything, pushing people to come out to this meeting on Sunday. Some people came out.
Yeah.
Then I was told on Monday, that's the reason why I don't come to them meetings. You know, because we didn't get nothing accomplished. You got too many people asking the same questions in a different way, and you know you got a lot of same people constantly getting up to their microphone, and ain't nothing getting accomplished. We ain't doing nothing. But if anything, come to the October meeting and get these vote for these bylaws. This
One way or another.
yes,
October 12th.
Yeah.
October 12th. Yeah.
Somebody, did anybody got the date for the October meeting? I know it's usually the second
October 12th.
Sunday.
Can y'all
yeah,
hear me?
yeah.
Yes.
Oh, October 12th. Yes.
Martin Davis, October 12th.
October 12th. That's the second meeting. That's the October meeting at 2 o'clock.
Also,
Yes.
another thing I want to address. At the meeting, a lot of members got to the microphone and asked our servicing rep, Daryl Shepard, the reason why Keith Crowell and Frank Baskin were set down out of their positions, president and vice president. He gave us his reasoning, if that's what you want to call it. I'm gonna put quotations. But there should have been answers within the reasoning. Like you can't say complaints, but then we like, well, what kind of complaints? I can't tell you. Investigation. Well, what was the investigation? What was the findings? I can't tell you. Those are not answers to questions that the membership that voted these people in deserve. We deserve better than that. So then when I got back up to the microphone and asked again, he told me he was told by region to not go no further than that, as far as giving us as the membership our answers, and that if we wanted to know anything else, to call the region 8. So I am telling anybody that want to know. I'm not saying just call to be calling. If you are if you inquiring about why your president and your vice president was set down, call Region 8 and ask them. That's what I'm gonna do
Well,
because I want to know.
I will say this: keep calling, because I know when he was saying that, some people were sitting around me were saying they try to call, they don't answer the phone.
Hmm. Well,
They
I get an answer. I get an answer because I've been calling about something else. I get an answer, but I get the runaround. And I've been calling since February about some minutes from the administratorship meeting, and I get the runaround. I'm just trying to figure out why am I getting the runaround. They answer, and I suggest just keep calling because we deserve that. We deserve we have a right to know why. Um, can we watch the recording later? Keith
yeah,
said, "Can we watch the recording?" Yes, the recording it don't go nowhere. Once Chris get through doing his little magic to it and post it, it's there. It's there. You can watch it anytime. You can watch it, rewatch it, watch it, rewatch it, share it. It's gonna be there.
it is. And we are able to broadcast on our local page now, so it's on our page now. We are
Yes.
live on our page. Thank you for the people who followed us, who followed our page, because of that, we have people to where we are able to go live on
Okay. Okay. Okay.
instead of
Yeah.
just YouTube.
And
So
if you don't know what our page is, Chris, tell them what the page name, our Facebook page name is, so they can go follow us.
the name of the podcast, 276 Speak Up, and that's what
So
we need
please,
to do.
yes. So follow, like, share, please. Get it out there.
So
Keith said, well, call international. So if we're not getting our questions answered on a regional level, then escalate it and call international.
Yep.
okay,
Right?
yeah,
Yep.
Okay. Okay.
Me and Quita work on getting those numbers out on the William pages tonight for people.
Yeah. Yes. I got Tim card somewhere. I think it's on my nightstand. So I'm gonna look for that when we end this and
Yeah,
post
and I
it.
got one number for Region 8 as well. So we get that together and get it posted on all the local pages for people who would like to inquire and like to call in. And just state your concerns or grievances or ask, the questions why we couldn't get answered at the union meeting Sunday.
all right.
Anything you want to add, Demetrius?
Nope. I just want everybody to stay positive. Don't let it get too frustrating for you. It's frustrating as hell to me, and I ain't gonna lie, I'm pissed off about it because not only was Keith is my personal friend, and I just feel it's injustice and some bullshit, and I don't like it, man. So it's kind of sad. It's almost like my brother wanted to cry talking right there, and I ain't like that shit. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't talking about crying on no punk stuff or no being soft. I'm just talking about being hurt. And when you know somebody for so long that was doing a good job, in my opinion, and that brother is speaking out, and you can hear the hurt in his voice. I don't know how y'all feel, but I just didn't like it. So something got to be done.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a raw emotion. I tell you that. It's a raw emotion, and you have to woosah. Because trust and believe, I had to do a lot of woosah and self talking at that union meeting, because them, when you, like you said, when you know a person and you know they hurt and you know that they haven't done anything wrong. Now, I'm not saying none of us are perfect. We all make mistakes, but he take accountability for his mistakes. He's been trying to be transparent. So when you know those things, and then you get to a union meeting and you expect to get answers and more understanding, to so you can put that with your feelings and your emotions, and you can lock it away, and you get there and you leave that meeting where you're supposed to get answers, and you leave there more frustrated and more
I mean,
angry,
this
angrier
shit
than when you
just
came.
causes more division. This just causes more division. You
That's
put
it.
somebody in place, who, you know what I'm saying, and I have nothing against that person, you know what I'm saying, but my guy was just took out of place. So that's that's a problem already. It's already, you got hundreds and thousands of people who are upset. You're not gonna have a good local like that. It's not gonna happen. You're not gonna have a good local by just taking somebody out and nobody understands why. You can't point to nothing and say this is why. Because I can guarantee you, whatever the hell they coming up with, it's been shit done worse. So I don't
Yeah.
know, man.
Yeah. Well,
Uh,
I want to read these comments real quick. Martin Martin Davis said, "What page?" We're speaking on. I'm not sure if you're talking about the podcast page, but we have a podcast page. I mean, we have a podcast page on Facebook called 276 Speak Up. So you can go like, follow, and share that page. That's where you get all the updates about our podcast and other union information. And then we also have there's also some different local pages. They're not like official local pages, but they're local pages that try to give you get we try to get information out on those pages. So you have like 276 United, you have the Underground, and you have Shop Talk. Um, there's a couple more. Can't think of the name of it. I know Beverly Roberts' page, I want to say it's still kind of active. You actually have an LGBTQ plus local page now as well. So we're gonna try to just get the information on every page, because I think between me and Quita, we are on every uh
Facebook
union
group.
page, unofficial union page. So we just gonna try to get the information on all of them. So whatever one you're subscribed to and follow, you will see the information there. I know on mine, on my United page, I will post it and pin it to the top. And I on the Underground, I asked Daryl. I asked Dale if he can pin it to the top, and then Keith as well if they can pin it to the top, so it'll be at the very top of the pages for people to see.
It's 276 no bullshit. Stacy and Kenny Hines, they post a lot of information as well in there.
Oh yeah,
Uh,
the truth. I forgot 276 the truth. Yeah.
oh, where I get no bullshit from? Is that they cover the cover?
I
I
don't
don't.
know, but
Huh?
yeah,
I think that's the cover photo. I see no bullshit something
Huh?
on there.
On
Where is
where?
damn it.
it? And maybe I don't. Now I gotta go look. Cause where did I
Oh,
get
and
that?
then who else? JD Martinez said, "Good evening, local 276 fam." Hey. Leonard said, "Hey y'all." Martin said, "What local 276 Facebook page has the best updated information?" I think they all pretty much share information you might find. Uh, but I will say, if you want things that If you want the most up to date, like as far as things that's going on within the local, whatever, I would say follow the Truth page. What is it?
Local
Local the
76,
Truth,
276 the truth.
276
yeah.
the Truth.
It's
Because
no bullshit.
No, I don't know where I got that from. It's no bullshit going on that page, okay? Maybe that's where I got it from.
Shop
because
shop talk.
let me stop. Because that page is ran by the chairman.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of international and stuff, like letters and stuff. And a lot of times it gets shared out, and that's how we get the information sometimes too. So if you're looking for something, you can get it there, and then like if we catch it, we share it. We try to share it. So who else? Leonard said, "Hell yeah, it was wrong. It was not wrong as hell." I agree, Leonard. I agree.
Mhm.
I agree. Um,
JD Morton said, I love the passion behind this live, but in all honesty, the same people that were behind former President Keith, we all need to come to this very next membership meeting. Let's all come out and rally behind him and open up a good, clean
And intelligent dialogue to combat the old corrupt regime.
regime. I'm sorry, it cut off over there, so I was trying to look. Yes,
Leonard,
Oc-
uh,
October
Kenny, oh, go ahead, go ahead.
October 12th at 2 p.m. That's the next union meeting.
Oh, and we will have snacks because Andrea is in charge. We we will have snacks at the next union meeting just in case. Um,
And
Leonard
now
said who runs the two page.
Stacy Wynn and Kenny Hines. Kenny
Runs that.
Hines, Stacy Wynn. Now is not the time to get out of the union. Just
Mm-mm.
by you need car insurance, you buy car insurance, not to say, oh, I'm gonna go out and have a wreck so I can claim this foul. You don't do that with car insurance or either life insurance. You get it because in the event you may need it, it will be available,
Yep.
right? Just like the union. Now is not the time to get out because things are happening that you don't like. Um, and there's no perfect union. Let me just say that. There's no perfect membership on any level, no perfect church, no perfect family. But what do? You come together, you stick together, and you try and find the best solution. He needs us. I can imagine what he's going through. Say it's wrong, some is happy about it, whatever the case may be. There was changes since he's been in office um, for the good of the union. I'm only speaking on myself. I can't speak on everybody else. He's been transparent as much as he can with communicating with us. I've seen people get active. Shout out to T, that's over the LGBT Q plus committee. She told me she'd been there over 10, maybe 10, 15 years. And she'd been an active member and she acted a financial member, but haven't been active. And she recently got active. So he has been bringing or creating leaders within our local. So be mindful of that. Whatever we can do, you guys let us know. I know we spoke on getting a petition. Maybe we can get to the bottom of that. If we can, we can't create one, whatever it is. We definitely need to figure out what we need to do. Just being quiet is not enough.
Nope. And you can't support somebody and support something and don't show up when the support is needed. You gotta show up. We can give him all the support behind the scenes. And it goes beyond just supporting him. Even within the local, you can't expect change if you're not there to help with the change. You can get on Facebook and rah 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 all day long. That's not gonna change nothing. That ain't gonna change. It's not. We got to do more. We got to do better.
All
You have
right. Well, thank y'all for coming out. Us third shifters got to take a
Yeah,
power nap. Get
yeah.
ready for work. Yeah. I need some the energy mist tonight because I'm doing this
I can't
12.
get no power nap. 30 a mess. I can't get no power nap. I need to leave here probably the next 20 minutes.
Oh Lord.
all
Yes.
right. Thank you, everybody who tuned in this evening. Thank you for your comments, questions, and we will remember to
Until
like,
next
share,
time.
all of the good stuff. Keep an eye on our page, so you know when the next broadcast will be. We're going to get on a schedule, on a regular schedule, but right now,
Yeah.
just keep a close eye on the page. So you'll know when the next show is going to broadcast. In the meantime.